Going back to this big discussion that we've been having on the Fowler Show about campaign donations, especially in the wake of the McCutcheon versus FEC decision, of course, the Supreme Court ruling that was handed down 2 weeks ago. Reince Priebus, the chairman of the Republican National Party, had something to say. He's a pretty frequent political maniac, folks, and he would be remiss if he did not weigh in on this topic. Here's what he said, and he echoed the words of none other than his political master, his puppet master, Charles Koch, when he came out in favor of removing all caps on campaign donations. Folks, what do you think that would look like? Let me paint a picture for you. Sheldon Adelson, in 1 week, made almost 4 times the amount of money that was spent on Mitt Romney's presidential campaign in 2012. Let's put that in perspective for you. If he wanted to, so Sheldon Adelson's, his stocks went up, he got some dividend payouts, and he made, I believe, $2.1 billion in a week. If I'm not mistaken, it could be more than that. That's 4 times more than was spent on Mitt Romney's campaign from donations. If he wanted to, he could single-handedly have a presidential candidate in his back pocket. And what do we need the rest of America for? What do we need fundraising for? So, bringing it back to the story, Reince Priebus also suggested that donors should not have to be disclosed. He went on to say, I mean, you want to be for disclosure, but when you start to see some of the cases out there where people are targeted and businesses are targeted and picketed and threatened for political contributions, then you're suppressing free speech through disclosure. I mean, even things I want to agree with are getting to be difficult. I'm assuming he's referring to this story that the conservatives were big up on about the IRS targeting specifically Tea Party groups for their campaign contributions. You know, these were groups that came out and said, listen, we're not political groups, and then went on to make some pretty big public campaign donations. So, you know, the jury's still out on that one. But to summarize, money is speech and therefore should not be limited in any way, particularly when it's flowing into Republican coffers. But unlike actual speech, money should be spoken in secret and not be open to scrutiny or criticism, because apparently that will hurt money's feelings. There you have it, folks. That's your next political maniac. Listen, I want you to do something before we go to the break. We have 3 steps for you to join Fowler Nation. That's our movement. Each of the 3 steps are totally free, and it takes no more than a minute to do them all. First, subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking the button below. 2, go to facebook.com/Richard Fowler Show. Hit that like button. We got stories on there that you're going to want to see. Number 3, go to @Fowler Show. That's our Twitter page. Click follow. You're going to hear our most up-to-date stories on there, so stay tuned for that.